Why would families of homeless people allow them to be homeless? I used to judge families who abandoned their homeless relatives until I became a social worker. My first case was a 19-year-old girl living under a highway overpass. When I called her parents, they broke down crying. "We've tried everything," her mother whispered. Their daughter had a full ride to college, beautiful room at home, loving family, but one day she just walked out, left a note. "The voices are louder outside." Her parents spent $43,000 on rehab programs, took out a second mortgage, paid for therapy, medication, halfway houses. Each time she'd leave within days. I made it my mission to help her. I visited that bridge every morning for 2 weeks straight, brought her hot coffee, clean clothes. I even had a doctor come evaluate her right there on her cardboard mat. "She's experiencing psychosis," he told me privately, "but we can't force treatment unless she's in immediate danger." One cold Tuesday, I convinced her to try a women's shelter. She showered for the first time in months, ate a hot meal, called her parents. Her mother drove 3 hours to see her, brought photos from home, her favorite childhood stuffed animal. They hugged for so long I had to look away. That night, the shelter staff found her bed empty. Back under the bridge, she told me, "Their love feels like drowning." Then there was Mark, a former construction worker. Fell from scaffolding, got hooked on pain pills, lost everything. His brother found him a job that didn't require heavy lifting, offered his basement apartment rent-free. "Just stay clean," his brother begged. 2 weeks later, Mark pawned his brother's tools for pills. His nephew's gaming system disappeared next. His brother installed locks on every door. Mark broke them. They tried an intervention. Mark walked out. When I met him, he was sleeping in a tent behind the library. His family still brought him clean socks every week, left them in a plastic bag by his tent. "They don't understand," Mark told me. "I can't live with their disappointment staring me in the face." I watched families drain savings accounts for relatives who disappeared the next day. Mothers who set extra plates at dinner for years, hoping their children would return. The hardest case was Bill, a former accountant. His wife and kids bought him an apartment 3 separate times. I watched his teenage son bring him groceries every Tuesday. The boy would sit on the curb, hoping his dad would talk to him. Bill would take the food and shut the door in his son's face. The boy never stopped coming. Rain, snow, didn't matter. His mother showed me a journal he kept, counting days since his dad said a word to him. It was up to 341. "He thinks if he just tries harder, his dad will get better," she explained. I arranged therapy for the boy. The therapist called me concerned. "This child believes his father's homelessness is his punishment for being a bad son." When winter came, Bill's family begged him to come home. They had a room waiting. "I'd rather freeze than follow your rules," he said. His wife showed me a shoebox of unpaid rehab bills, tens of thousands of dollars, credit cards maxed out, retirement accounts emptied. They passed tissues around, asked the question, "When do we stop trying?" There was the couple who turned their garage into an apartment for their daughter, installed security cameras after she stole from them repeatedly, changed the locks when they found needles in their 7-year-old granddaughter's toy box. "People at church call us heartless," the grandmother said. "They don't see what we've endured." A father showed me his phone, 238 missed calls to his son, voicemails saying "I love you" to someone who never responded, a sister who paid for her brother's rehab 6 times. The last time he walked out and sold his shoes for drugs before he even got home. Last week, I found that 19-year-old girl unconscious under her bridge. As the ambulance took her away, I called her parents. Her mother asked one question: "Will she come home this time?" I didn't have the heart to tell her the truth. Some people choose homelessness, not because they're lazy, not because they're bad people. Mental illness, addiction, trauma. These demons are stronger than family love sometimes.